And hi, everyone, and welcome to our X39 Patching Podcast. Today is Monday, July 26th. We are so excited to have you all here today. And if someone invited you for the first time, just thank them, because you will be hearing about a new technology that is pretty mind-blowing. You will also hear in the next 30 minutes some testimonials and a little bit about the product and how you can get the product. And lastly, I want to say that LifeWave is not intended to treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. And with that, Suzanne, I'm going to pass it on to you so you can let us know what's going on with some of your people.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and have Amy go first. She's sitting there with her pink, all ready to go. So Amy, thank you for coming on and telling us your story. So we're anxious to hear how you were introduced to LifeWave and what you experienced, and then what's happened now. So go ahead and tell us your stories. We'd love to have you share.
Okay. I was actually introduced to this by my sister, Jennifer Gilman, who you have had on for a testimony. And I've been using it about 2 months, and it's amazing. I don't even know what else to say. That's the only word I keep telling people, amazing. I was diagnosed about 20 some years ago with RA. And I have had a lot of downs, using a walker, using a cane, having trouble walking, doing a lot of sitting, been on so many different medications. And actually, I do have a appointment with my rheumatoid arthritis doctor on Tuesday. I want to speak to her about going off of some of my medicine. I am feeling so well. My joints are good. I can walk. I can use my hands. I always had trouble with my hands, always dropping everything. And everything just hurt. Like all my joints just hurt. And since I've been taking this, like I said, it's only been 2 months. And I am so much better. I haven't felt like this in, probably 20 plus years, because I've had this pain for so long.
Wow, that is outstanding. What a life is like without pain, right? When
Yes.
you feel like you can do anything then.
Yes.
And
yes.
You've had this for 2 years?
No, 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was diagnosed with RA. Yep.
That's a long time to have
Yep.
it. And all during that time, you've had pain.
Yes. And I've been told that I will probably end up wheelchair bound, and it could affect my organs.
Wow.
So that was very depressing at that time.
Of course it is.
But I am feeling so good. And like I said, I have an appointment with my rheumatologist on Tuesday, and I'm going to go in with all my paperwork about X39, and I'm going to tell her how I feel. I want to get off some of this stuff. I mean, I have an infusion every 4 months. I sit for 4 hours with this gunk. It's listed as a chemo drug. So I sit there for 4 hours, put all this gunk in my body. I feel horrible. So the first thing, as soon as I put that X39 on, I tasted metal for days.
Oh, very interesting.
The detox from that junk.
Yeah. Well, that is an absolute proof that it's working.
Yes, definitely.
You are tasting the metal from those pharmaceutical drugs.
Yes.
And if it's something that they've used as a chemo, well, you're putting a lot of poisons in to kill everything, right?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Can you imagine, or I bet you can, how much better you're going to feel
yes.
39 and being off your drugs? Wow.
Yes. My goal is to do like a big walk,
Oh, that's great.
Walk for a while.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing from you after you've been off the drugs and you've been using them for another 90 days. We'd like to
cannot wait.
Back on and just take some notes and tell us what has happened. Wow.
I have been taking notes. Yes.
And we can hear you really well. At first I was getting a little concerned that we were not going to be able to. Now we can hear you really well. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Just fried it though.
Appreciate that. You've given us what has happened to you and some great results. So thank you. I think we have someone talking, and either Marcy or Peter will take care of that. And then we'd like to go on and introduce our next one. Jen, I can't quite see you that if you're there, but I'd like to see you come on, give your testimony. Maybe you can, oh, there we go. So we can see that there's, you have no photograph, right? No video going, correct? Jen? Jen, are you 571? We're not getting a communication with you. Possibly you might have your.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello?
Yes,
now.
Okay.
Great, there you are.
perfect.
Is there video?
There's no video, not yet.
I see a video of Jen, Suzanne.
Oh,
I
we
see
sure
Jen.
do.
I see
Okay.
Jen loud. I hear and see beautiful Jen. Hi, beautiful Jen.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. You're over here. So great, Peter, there's another one that might be popping in over here. 571 number might have to be muted. Okay, Jenny. No. So we'd like to have the same information from you. Tell us how you were introduced.
My friend Erica introduced me. We share, you know, she has fibromyalgia and she knows I suffer with it. So she reached out to me, and it was probably the best thing that she's ever done. It was just, it's been such a difference in my life. I am a hairdresser. I was in a car accident and I have neuropathy in my feet. So I'm on my feet all day, and I have back issues and pain pills after pain pills. And you know, you get worried about addiction, and, you know, that's not something. I own a business. I have a family. That's not something I want. So this was definitely a fantastic thing that it was given to me, you know. I used the ice wave for my back. You know, there was days that I couldn't stand up straight. I have a cane. And I've been using these ice waves, you know, where it hurts. I do the clock method, and it's amazing. Like, I don't know what else to say, but I am so glad Erica introduced me to these.
Thank you. When she introduced you, did it take you long to be able to comprehend and decide, well, I think I'll try this, or what were your reactions?
No, because Erica and Jennifer, I believe in a lot of things. They, you know, they do the research, and, you know, I feel like they know what they're talking about. So when they said it, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I want to try it. And I actually have a funny story. I have no feeling in my feet because I have neuropathy. Well, I put I was using the ice wave and the one Aeron for anti-inflammatory, I believe it's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I text her, I'm like, oh, I can feel the sheets on my foot. My one foot, I can feel things on that. Like, it was this amazing thing. I forgot what that felt like, you know?
And that might seem small to some people, but to be able to feel your feet and what you're feeling with them, that's tremendous. There are a lot of people with that issue. And just imagine if they knew how this LifeWave X39 could be able to resolve that issue. That would be so wonderful.
It was so weird to get the feeling, to have that feeling back in that foot. It was something I had to get used to again, you know? So It was definitely amazing.
Well, thank you so much. We're always interested to know what encourages people to say, yes, I'm going to go ahead and try this. Because we know that as we share,
Hi, Jen.
and many of us want to share, then we want to be able to know what was it that you said yes to. And it sounds like it was a relationship.
Yes.
And so that should encourage each of us to talk to those that we know the best and gain that relationship, and then see if they'll be able to be open to learning more. Well,
so I saw Erica say that I do use X39 too, along with the other patches.
Okay, great. That was what our next question was. So you're using that. Well, thank you so much for coming on, both of you, Amy and Jen, and giving your testimonies. And we'll be anxious to get back with you after you have another couple months on it and see what your results are even further.
Actually,
Thank you.
Suzanne, quick question for Jen. Since you're a hairstylist, how many hairstylists do you know that can benefit from from these patches?
So there is a lot, and a lot of my customers I've been telling them about. I ordered more patches to give out samples, but I
Yeah.
screwed up my order. So I'm getting that fixed so I can give out samples to people because I believe in it that much. Like, my customers come in with canes and all these health issues. So I'm excited to share it with them.
Oh no, awesome. Yeah, we'll connect again, and because we have a lot of people in the beauty industry that are joining us everywhere, so we'd love to get your testimonials and share through that channel too. Okay, really soon.
Yeah, because when you're a hairdresser, not probably everybody knows, you walk into a doctor's office, chiropractor, whatever, you say you're a hairdresser, they hold their head. They're like, you have the worst occupation because you're on your feet all day. I'm like, thanks.
And a lot of because of the industry, a lot of you touch a lot of chemicals every day, and a lot of just have to realize on a daily basis what that does to your body. And a lot of our clients want us to look beautiful, be healthy, have all the energy, but we're the ones who are putting all the chemicals on ourselves all the time. So that's where a lot of the side effects of the chemicals come from. So you're going to go through a little detox process, but it's a-okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
And the very fact of the neuropathy for your feet, I think that's outstanding. We have such a high rate of people in the United States that have that today, and they are suffering with extended causes of that. And that could even be to amputation, loss of feeling. And so I'm glad that you have found a resolution for that. And for those of you listening, that would be a great way to introduce it to other people, because I'm sure all of us know someone who does. Well, on that note, I'll turn it over to Peter so that he can tell us a little bit more. So thank you so much. It's turned over to you.
Actually, I'm going to pass on to Marcy, but I think we have a few more minutes left, Suzanne. I think I might open up this call. Does anybody want to share an impromptu or have a update, share a quick testimonial? You can unmute yourself right now if anybody like.
It's me, Peter, Denise.
Hey, Denise, what's up?
Okay. So, sorry, I don't look good, so I'm not showing myself. But anyway, so my best friend, my girl, she works for me. And she has the same with the lady, oh, okay, yeah, sure. The in your knees and everything, the neuropathy or whatever.
Neuropathy.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm not a doctor.
That's
Anyway.
mister.
Anyway, she's terrible knees. Like she has to sit there and rock like for 10, 15, 20 minutes just to get out of my chair that rocks. And her fingers are, starting to go right because she just has arthritis so bad. So I've been just telling her for 4 months now. And she's like, Denise, I love you. And I know that, she's seen what happened to Chris. She's seen what happened with me and all these people. She's like, but I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm not going to do it until I talk to my doctor. She just had heart surgery. And so I said, okay. Well, then last Friday, Thursday, she went to her doctor. And I've sent her all this information. I sent her the Start X39 and Dr. Rosenbaum. That information sent to the doctor. So the doctor calls her the next day and she goes, well, it sounds real interesting. She goes, I'm not quite sure it's going to help you, but it's not going to hurt you. So she came over right away and she goes, okay, my doctor told me that, I can do it. So I said, okay. So the first thing I did was put the ice waves on both of her knees because like I said, she has to rock for like 20, 25 minutes just to get out of the chair. Wow. So we're doing the clock thing, to the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Finally at 3 o'clock on both of her knees, she goes, wow, they actually feel a little better. Ooh. So, yep. So then I have steps and it always takes her forever to get up and down my steps. So she actually walked down the steps Nice. Next day she calls. She goes, well, Denise, I do feel a little better. Now this is the first day on X39. She goes, I do feel a little better. She goes, I did wake up real revived today and I have I just feel good. And I said, great. Well, then Sunday she calls and she goes, oh my gosh, Denise. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what, Ginger? What? Are you okay? And she's like, Denise. She goes, she goes, first of all, I took my grandson to the water park and I sat on this bench for 2 hours. And she goes, it usually takes me 30 minutes if I've sat 2 hours. She goes, and I stood right up. And I'm like, really? And then she goes, and listen to this. She goes, I walked right behind my daughter and my grandson, because usually she's like feet away behind them. Her daughter turns around to see where she was at. She was right behind her. And her daughter's like, oh my God, oh my God. So that was 2 days. And then today she came over and she walked up the steps and she stood right up out of the chair. And she goes, Denise, I don't know why. I said, I don't want to hear it. Just keep taking the X39.
Wow, Denise. I mean, you somehow you get some incredible testimonials all the time. But I think tonight all our guests or all our partners are always hearing the same thing: pain, neuropathy, and just energy, and instantly just get up on activating your body. We love hearing these stories, especially when they can actually come back and physically walk or move again so quick. So wow, thank you for sharing.
I told her in a few weeks she was going to get on here. She goes, okay. So I'm going to get her to dance like Christopher did.
And she's going to be okay. Well, there's something in Florida. There's a lot of crazy testimonials in Florida for sure.
Hey, Peter, I have a quick update on neuropathy.
For you, okay, let's do a quick one. I'll give you 1 minute.
I can do it in 1 minute. When I started wearing the patch, my feet had shrunk a half size in my shoes. I had to go buy new shoes because my feet have gone back to their regular size.
Oh, wow, Peg. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, everybody heard that, right? Peg's shoes went down a whole half size, possibly because of the inflammation or the swelling of the feet or something, right?
No, it
they
went down
shrunk. They shrunk.
Oh,
shrunk. It
They
was the
shrunk.
neuropathy. The neuropathy. The nerves aren't
Whoa.
working, so their feet shrink. So the nerves are firing correctly, and so your muscles start to work. It grows the way it should. If you see neuropathy, it will. You know what I mean? It makes you.
Yeah.
smaller.
I see,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Wow.
And my shoes cost several $100s because I wear a 12 4A shoe.
Wow.
So I got
Okay,
to move
well,
up in the company.
not only are you saving your health, you're also saving money at the same time.
That's right.
Double whammy. Hallelujah.
Yeah, amen.
Well, thank you for sharing, Peg, and thank you all you ladies for sharing tonight. What an incredible Monday to start off our testimonials. Marcy, I think all our guests must be scratching their head and wondering, what is this thing? How does it work? And then we've got to come back and show them how to get their hands on this.
Absolutely. But before I start, I know Jen had one more thing. I saw you, sweet girl. What would you
Yeah.
like to say?
I wanted to say originally and forgot. I had a gastric sleeve surgery, weight loss surgery, and right around the time I started the patches before this, I was having bad stomach issues, and they sent me for all these tests, and nothing was coming back. Like everything they kept saying was normal, and it hurt so bad I was afraid to eat. That's how bad it was. I started to use the patches, and I haven't had an issue since, and it went on since March.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's
So
crazy. I wonder what
yeah.
that is. I wonder if that went into the scar tissue. It probably
Ah.
helped move the scar tissue and the inflammation. That's a story. That's wild.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jen.
Thank
So
you.
let's wow. I mean, so we just heard, I mean, today was mostly about pain, about arthritis, about neuropathy, and then like surgery from
Gosh.
I guess a gastro bypass, right? That
Yeah,
was
well,
it-
the sleeve, it wasn't the full
of the
bypass.
sleeve, right?
Yeah.
And trust me, I know, like when your colon, your stomach hurts, like it's the worst. Like you don't know. We're so used to our body working right, but when it starts not working right, Like it's no fun. So, I'm so happy that the patch found all of us, and this is what it looks like. And it looks like a Band-Aid. And that's what Peter and I thought it was 2 years ago. But then when you open it up, inside is something special. You see the white inside? That is organic crystal. And that's made out of amino acids, sugar, and water. And that's actually made in David's factories and in his labs. He makes all his own organic crystal, of course. And so what's interesting is that we understand light. This is a form of wearable light. And let me explain light to you. Do you know when you go out into the sun, we all know that the sun reflects back on our skin ultraviolet light, and that elevates vitamin D. So yes, the sun light heals. That's truth. Well, our owner, inventor, and CEO figured out how to create wearable light. And it turns out that our bodies are like little suns. So the heat of your body is actually a low-grade infrared light. Yes, the heat of your own body. So when you put that patch on, it reflects back a light wave. And that light wave actually does things to your body. The X39 stem cell activation patch actually elevates a peptide in your body called GHK copper peptide. And that peptide, if you go to PubMed.gov and research it, you'll find it's the holy grail of anti-aging. It does a lot of stuff, but one thing it does is it activates your stem cell army to start moving again through your bloodstream. It makes more of your own stem cells, and it resets your stem cells to a younger, healthier state. Actually, David says it resets about 1/3 of your whole genome, which is pretty amazing. So why is that important? Well, it turns out by age 30, we have lost half of our stem cell production. And by age 60, we've lost almost all of it. Well, when I first started, I didn't even understand why that was important until I learned from David that we are born with cells in our body. And those cells can only be one thing. You can only have cells be your connective tissue or your brain or your, myelin sheath or your neuropathy, right? Your heart. And then we are also born with these blank pluripotent stem cells, and they have the unique ability to march up your bloodstream and figure out what's going on with you, what's going wrong with you, and turn into whatever cell your body needs for repair. That's why when we are young, have you ever noticed how quick we repair? Or our kids or our grandkids, they may fall out of a swing at the park and in an hour they're fine. Where my father, who's 85, he's worried that if he falls and breaks his hip, he may never repair. So what this patch does is it starts that army, that young army, to start turning into whatever your body needs for repair. David Schmidt, the owner, inventor, and CEO, says this: when you put young stem cells on old tissue, you turn the tissue young again. We're not anti-aging, we're literally age reversing. So much so that he is a research lover, and he has 100 patents, I think over 70 in regenerative medicine, which is how to keep us young. And about 2 months ago, he was on stage talking to us in LA, and he said, well, we did a research study, and we studied 4 or 15 people, and we looked at their blood to see what they were, what their age was, their blood age was before X39, and what it was after 6 months of wearing the patch. And what we found is 14 out of 15 of these people reversed their age by 8 years. I don't know about you, but I was sitting in that audience and I almost fell out of my seat. And what's interesting is that it seems to be happening. Like what we have noticed, just, we're no researcher or doctors. We're just people having great results. We all started the patch because we wanted to heal something in our body, and we wanted to heal something in people we love's body. And then what we saw is that side effect is we all look about 10 years younger. Our hair is getting longer. We don't get as gray. Our skin is soft. And for you ladies that are like my age, like our turkey neck is getting better. Awesome. So how do you wear the patch? Well, you wear it 12 hours right below the back of your neck. You can wear it underneath your belly button, or any spot will do. I like to say love the spot. So if you got a bad knee, put it right on your knee. If you got neuropathy in your foot, put it on your foot. If you got arthritis on your hand, put it on your hand. And you can even wear more than one at a time. There's only one rule, which is you need to wear it 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. If you wear it for more than 12 hours at a time, it's like a light, where if you kept a light on for 24 hours a day, you would burn the light bulb out. Same with this. If you do not turn it on and off, your body gets used to the signal and it won't work anymore. So that is the only rule. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You can wear it during the day or you can wear it at night. It doesn't matter which clock. And I will say this, some people notice something right away, and sometimes it takes a month, 2 or 3 months, because what's happening is the stem cell is going and fixing what your body needs fixed first to live. And you might not feel that. It might need to fix your liver first. It might need to emotionally detox your brain first before it goes and works on your sore knee. So please give it 1, 2, 3 months. And in fact, David gives a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk for trying it. So with that, Peter, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the man, the company, and how people can get the product?
Thank you so much, Marcy, for the beautiful explanation. And I think I have the easiest part, just to share a vision of a man who literally pretty much his entire life was just born to create and discover. And maybe a little bit over 17 years ago, our CEO, our inventor and creator of this technology, his name is David Schmidt. He just had a vision and I guess the skills and the resources to create a company, like I said. But this company, who knew about light technology or even antioxidants 17 years ago? Not many people. But fast forward to today, 17 years later, what did he create? He created a company that is already in 80 countries. He created, I believe, the first company that has more than 100 patents, and 70 are on just regenerative science. He created a company that literally is the first to have the patent to turn on your stem cells through an activation patch. Where can we find in today's times? I want to ask a question. Where can we find in today's times to have not only the CEO of a company that have that many patents, that has already been distributed around the world, that we all don't have to put out hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars to have the rights to sell it, that is non-invasive, that means nothing now ever goes into the body, and that targets everyone, meaning everyone can use, and it costs less than a cup of coffee a day to join this, and we're all held to help people. That was David Schmidt's vision, and his dream is coming true today. And fast forward, Marcy and I have been in the business almost 2 years now. And just by saying yes to being patched, okay, literally by just peeling the sticker off and now just seeing results that will happen with or without you, we're already changing tens of thousands of people's lives. And these calls right here today and what we've done for the last year and a half has just lit up a lot of people, a lot of families, and especially in today's times when we need this more than ever, how wonderful it is to have the opportunity just to learn about this. So if you're a guest here tonight, if you love what you just heard, just join us, okay? There's 2 ways to get the product. If you just want to take the product for yourself, become a customer, okay? You can order this a wholesale. This is a $99 1 month, 30-day supply sleeve. But if you like to partner up with us and again, light up the world, come join us with any of our 5 wholesale packages. The more you order, the more you save. We can even help you get this down to $84 wholesale a sleeve with our larger packages. Either way, you get a beautiful website, you get a customer service, you get all our support, and most importantly, this beautiful community where you can just plug in, learn as you go, hear tons of testimonials every day from real people, and just watch people get healthier and beautiful and obviously more wealthier because we're helping a lot of people and the company has to reward us. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you, ladies, for all the beautiful testimonies tonight. Thank you for all our guests who have been invited. Give them a big warm round of applause. Thank you, and talk to the person that invited you here tonight. And always thank you for our beautiful partners. We love you. Thank you for showing up all the time, every day to this gym. We'll see you again tomorrow with Kathleen and Wendy taking over. And we have some incredible more testimonials. And what a way to start off our Monday. Everyone, go have some fun. Go get some good rest. And we are see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Dana and your
Thank
friend.
you. Bye, Suzanne.
Bye-bye. Awesome testimonials.
What a great
Oh,
call.
what
What a great
incredible
night. Thank you,
testimonials
Suzanne.
tonight.
Wow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.